Hello, every pony, Blue Devil, Red Devil here, and you catch me on my way to the market. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Yes, I have gone through and organized the farm slightly. I'm at a point where I feel good, feel confident. I have not yet started planting stuff, so there's that. We are messing with a bunch of new mods, and I'll show them all shortly. So if you remember last time, we collected the coins and stuff. My field mulcher is sitting here. I don't know what you call a field mulcher. Uh, but yeah, we collected the coins. We went up to the castle up there. We dropped them into the well. Didn't give me the money. I was confused. So I gave myself money in order to do that. That's one of the new tractors right there. So, in my confusion, I went ahead and I brought every piece of farm equipment I have in the game to this field. Then I organized it to the stuff I want to keep. I moved over to this field. Everything that was left that was questionable or I didn't want anymore, I took it and sold it. Then I bought the new equipment. And I put it in field 5. Then I went through and figured out the stuff that was questionable that was left here. Is it worth keeping with the new stuff there? Some of the stuff was, some of the stuff wasn't. Okay. Killing a stink bug. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't know if there's anything new in here or not. No. Okay. It's all the same crap. But I'll show you exactly what happened when I dropped those coins in. It's up here at the farm. Some of you might have already known what happened, because apparently in this game, unlike 13, it doesn't just give you the coin, or it doesn't give you the cash. There's a manure, or liquid manure spreader right there, tank. And we already know, we don't know that truck, but we know that the milk tank. That over there is a water tank. That's new. Just going to take a ride around the farm and I'll show you what's new and then we'll go plant. So those two were one of the questionable things, mainly because that thing is kind of small for feeding the cows. Like I'm betting one round hay bale will fill that. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to get round hay bales. That thing there, keeping mostly for point, and then once that point is crossed, it will be gone. That tank thing here is I'm trying to remember what it's called. They even have them in this game. Yeah, there we go. Ag wagons. It's one of these. Just it sits on the back of a truck instead of thing, and this thing sticks out over the front of the cab. So the way it's designed is you fill up, then you run your nose up to the wagon and dump it in. That way you can see what you're doing, which incredibly complicated for no reason whatsoever, but it is efficient, and I would prefer that instead of over the side. This might look like the same combine we have, but it's a different one. We actually have two of them that look identical, but they're two different mods. This one has better details on it. Some details, some of it is not. I'm expecting both modders took this from another modder and modified them, because this one has different style heads than the other one. But we'll find out later. Then we got these trucks here with the spraying fertilizer sprayer on the back. This one has the silage tipper. This one has the fuel and a oh, what do you want to call it? It's a workshop on the back, is what it is. Now here's the reason why the gold coin didn't give me money. It filled everything. Hey, there's one of the new tractors right there. It is a Farmall 1206 Turbo, if anyone cares. I know there's a lot of Farmall people. So, yeah, it gave me all these, filled all of them to a good amount. But it also did something else. Gave me a lot of potatoes. Or these are sugar beets. Okay, the potatoes are somewhere else. But what it did was, if you remember, I used to store the hay in this shed right here. Yeah, I filled it with wood chips. It sent the hay bales flying across the map. The bunker down near field 26 and 27. Yeah, I found the skid steer all the way down there. I had the microphone a little too close. Sorry if it sounds poppy. There we go. That should sound much better and clearer. Yeah, so I found their skid steer in the forest down there. So yeah, it kind of flung everything everywhere. And now there's hay bales scattered throughout the map. Meaning I have to go around and collect them at some point. Some of them are going to be much harder to collect than others. Mainly because of how they are at. And I had no idea how many I actually had. Okay, it fits. I think it does. Damn it. There we go. I don't think there's any more in the farm area. No, there's, I think, 2 of them in the sheep pen, which is annoying. So here is a Ford, I think it's a 4600, yeah. I was gonna say 26, but no. And the way this is designed, to be honest, I don't think it's an actual farm tractor because it gets to 24 miles an hour. Way too fast. And the way this looks up in front makes me think this is a mod that I accidentally split or either something like that. Because there was at one point someone created a sled for tractor pulling, and I think they also made a bunch of tractors to go with it. I think this is one of the tractors that was meant to go with it. That's why it has that speed. And I hit the barn. Yeah, so we had to hunt down random hay bales. And like I said, I don't remember how many I have. I could easily just recopy the save that we went back to and reload it. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to park this down here. Against the fence over here. More up into the fence area. And not worry about it. Same thing with this. I'm just going to park this underneath this tree. So here we got some new stuff. That harvester is not new and it seems to be moving. Good. Great. We got these 2 tractors here. I have no idea what they are. This is a T74 and this is a T70C. Okay. I have them outside of field 10, which I always plan on planting potatoes. But I think I'm also going to plant field 16 in potatoes. I had to go over there and check it out. We got the farmall, board, this thing. Let's see if it Okay, so the way it works is you scoop and you lift it and you back up to the wagon you're filling, and then you just lift this and dump it right into it. Scoop and dump. After I get all the wood chips, this is setting down to the biogas plant to do that, because if we remember, the things are all raised up pretty high. Yeah, so here's this combine, the one we had for a while. This tractor sitting down here with a new planter. Hopefully we can fill this one up with seed and fertilizer, do corn, unlike the other corn planter, which couldn't be refilled. The reason why I need that thing is because of that one track dumper for down here is because of this. Why do they have them high off the ground? I do not know. I do believe this was something from this generation of Farming Simulator. They had them very high, so you couldn't just come over here and dump stuff by truck. Which, guess what? The community fucking hated it. And as soon as the next one, 17, came out, they went back to the older one where you can just drive on top of it and dump it. So there's that. So we got the normal stuff we've always had. There it is. So we're gonna finish off this episode. I was gonna plant this stuff. Plant this field, but I think let me think. I think what I'm gonna do, field 11, this field some of these fields I want to plant into one, all into one, including we have to plow field 3 and 7 back together, because this was before I had bought them. I can't believe my save file broke. You work so hard on something and the game's like, nah, deal with your consequences. I'm only going this way because I need to check out fields. Yeah, this field still needs to be replanted again, or replowed again, so it can become one field. If we're going this way, might as well check some stuff out. Probably really shouldn't be towing this down the road like this, but whatever. So this is field 16. Yeah, okay. Oh my god. See what I mean? There's hay bales literally everywhere. And since I don't remember how many I had there, since this is an old save file, it's going to be quite interesting to remember, to find out how many we actually have. Yeah, let's plant this in wheat, shall we? This is a good wheat-like field. Bring down the speed a little bit. 10. I'm just doing a field we've never done before, mainly because I think it would be more interesting. I think what I'm going to do down near the bioheating plant, down at field 27, I think I'm going to do barley down there. So let's see. So field 11, 12, 6 in granola field. Don't know if I own. What is this? See something. Oops, I hit tab by accident. I wanted that. Okay, it's field 34, so I don't own it. Potatoes. Do wheat here, barley in those ones, granola in this, and corn in that. Yeah, okay. I just need to figure stuff out. But some of these fields I need to plow back into each other. I think 23 and 25 has already been plowed. Or no, I didn't plow them. I kept them separate. So my plan was to get to that later. Yeah, I'll have to go around and touch up the edges after I'm done with this, like I always do. Yeah, I still have a lot of mods to mess with, so it's not like I want to get rid of this series. At the same time, I'm wondering if it's still worth doing this. That's why I haven't made a video in a while. Just I was questioning if this is worth continuing. And should I just move on to the next farming simulator game? Also, this might be controversial, but I don't care. Today is National Harry Potter Day, if anyone's curious. And I also might date when this is. Uh, let's go straight down and fix all this. And turn around and back the way we came. As soon as we're done with this field, we'll be done. And then we will, and I'll do plowing and stuff off camera. Or we'll do, you know what, we'll do the plowing next time. I will plant field 11 and 12 and 6 in granola off camera. Because you guys have already seen those fields so many times. Might as well show off the rest of the map a little bit. It's like, I didn't even know there was a road over here. Or a path that went off this field like this. I knew there was a path right there. I would have, instead of crossing over that field to get onto the bridge, I would have gone up here. I didn't change any of the grain. I keep hitting the wrong button and trying to activate it. I rewatched an anime that a lot of people think is, a lot of people don't like. I just finished watching all of Sword Art Online, and it was the first time I watched the entire series of Sword Art Online, Gun Gale Online arc. Not the arc, but the what do you want to call it? Branch off series. I do like how they have little hints and stuff here and there that it's still part of the Sword Art Online series. But the final mission in that series on season 2. Um, Halfway through, I kind of figured out what was happening, and when it ended, I was like, "Yep, called it." But something doesn't feel right, and it is that series. That series is known for doing wacky stuff and some plot lines that are a bit too obvious. And if you haven't watched the series at all, I do believe it's on Netflix. I know it's definitely on Crunchyroll. I bet you can find it wherever you want to. Um, yeah, it's a nice little series. The problem is, it just feels too short for the story it's trying to tell. Each season's only about 12 to 24 episodes. You know, like most anime, I don't know. Every anime I watch, a lot of them just seem like there's more to a story than what they're telling in the show. And I know there is because the manga has a lot more. And if you don't know what a manga is, it's just the Japanese version of what a comic book is. It usually has hand-drawn or printed images with captions showing kind of like our comics do. But yeah, like one of the shows I love watching is Air Gear. I think it's only 24 episodes, and that's it. Or even less than that, to be honest. I think it's only 12. I don't know. I would have to watch it, but it's so annoying because I really like the story. The story is nice, but it just ends on a cliffhanger, and that's because they only plan here in the United States. The only that part was picked up to be dubbed, and over in Japan, they didn't go in order of the story from the manga. They just made animation based on whatever they felt like. So I think the next animation was like several chapters later from where the original animation stopped. And they didn't want to confuse us, so they decided not to dub any of it after the first part. Which I'm getting tired of hearing Japan doing stuff like that. It's like, what is it? Final Fantasy not Crystal Chronicles. Mystic Quest, that's it. They determined that we, the Western audience, is too dumb for Final Fantasy games, so they made a dumbed down version for us, and People absolutely hated they did that, and for good reasons. But where am I going with this? I don't know, I'm just talking on my ass and I don't know where I'm going with stuff. No, there's been a lot of animes where they do that. It's like, well, we like this arc and we like this arc and we like this arc. And there's like 5 or 6 arcs between each one, and it's like, yeah, the Western audience not going to get it, so we're just going to do the first arc and that's it. We're going to dub that one, the rest of it, we're not going to dub. Which I don't understand. Why do they nitpick arcs like that? Just do the entire series. I don't know. The only thing I can think of is those arcs are the more popular arcs from the manga, so they're animating those just to save money. Because if you animated the entire series, it would be expensive. But you only put the money towards the arc that people want to watch, then you'll save money. But then it ruins it for us, the Western audience, that want to watch it, and some of us that don't speak Japanese and have a hard time reading can't watch the non-subtitle or even subtitle version. I need the dubbed. Speaking of which, I've come up with a couple animation, or well, it could be anime style stories of my own. Unfortunately, some of them, even though I came up with them back in middle and high school and have worked and approved them since then, I don't think I can release some of them because some of them are pretty damn close to stuff that are currently out now. That corner needs to be touched up, and I think this corner down here does too. That's gonna be for another day. One thing I'm curious about. What is the horsepower requirement for that potato planter? I want us to see. Does not say. You know what? It's not even full, so it doesn't matter. Okay, we'll deal with this next time. We'll figure it out. But for now, I have been Blue Devil Red Devil. And if you like what you see and you want to see more of it, remember to like, comment, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Well, to be honest, at the moment, all you can do is like and comment. I don't have description. But, either way, uh, I messed up my own thing. Okay. I have been Blue Devil Red Devil, and if you like what you see and you want to see more of it, remember to like, comment, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. Do what you want to do. And I will see you all in hell. Yep, that's the correct way to do this. Goodbye.